Welcome to the Talking the Line podcast, presented to you by Talking the Line Sports Media, giving you our best insights and analysis so you can rake in some cold hard cash on your next sports bet. Now sit on back, open up your mind, and let's cash some tickets. We can't thank you enough for joining us. We hope you enjoy. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, degenerates and gamblers, far and wide. Welcome in to episode number 248 of the Talking the Line podcast on this absolutely beautiful Hump Day of bets, also known as March the 23rd, 2022, so you don't have to check your calendar for the first time today. Can't thank you enough for choosing to stop by and choosing to dive into a few rabbit holes with the TTL crew today. Now, before we can do that, we need you to, if you could be so kind, take a few moments to smash that subscribe button on whatever platform you are currently ingesting the TTL pod on. Hey, if you are watching on YouTube, you might as well hit that notification bell over there as well so you never miss the start of a live show or any additional content dropping from the crew. Or if you're watching on one of our social media platforms, make sure you hit that like button, that follow button there so you never miss any of our additional social media content. Or if you are listening to the show on your favorite podcast directory, make sure you hit that subscribe button there too if you haven't already, as we do release the audio of every episode after each live show is complete. Next item up on the docket. Hey, if you could be so kind, you can find it in your heart to do so while you're watching today's show. Maybe also hit that other like button. Leave us a comment, leave us a rating, jump on over yonder in the live chat if you are watching live. Maybe hit that share button too. Send it on over your brothers, sisters, mothers, fathers, aunts, uncles, friends, enemies, neighbors, and people who live on the opposite side of the damn globe as you, because that's, or who you might refer to as a good old-fashioned ticket cashing degenerate, good old-fashioned ticket cash and degenerate, because that's what we are here at the TTL Pod, and we can't thank you enough when you do all of those things, because it only helps us make TTL Sports Media bigger and better for each and every one of you. Hey, sometimes I stumble over my words. That's the beauty of a live show here, but hey, we're moving right along, because last, certainly not least, head on over down there to this episode's description, where you'll locate the Talking the Line link tree. Within that link tree, you will find the talkingtheline.com website, all of the TTL Crew social platforms, and our additional content, so you can consume all of that jazz in one convenient location, however and whenever you please. Ladies and gentlemen and beautiful gambling people, joining us for episode number 248 of the TTL Pod, I am your humbled, honored, hyped, and always handicapping host, Colt and Colt Soroka, and I can't thank you enough for choosing to stop by, hang out with me and my partner, get some picks, get some insights, get some analysis, dive into more rabbit holes than we're all going to be able to count together, and more than our fair share of nonsense in between. Now, my friends, I've said partner, I've said us, I've said crew far too many times without acknowledging the presence of the man on this show here with me. You know him as the one that joins me in the box to my left, but also as the man, the myth, the degenerate gambling legend, and you better bet your bottom dollar, the TTL Crew's resident Southsider and cheesehead faithful himself, Mr. Riley RMags Magnuson. Partner, how you doing over there today, pal?
Hump day!
Hump day!
My man, I am doing absolutely spectacular. I got the old all magical, all powerful hammer today. Once again, dude, second day in a row. I can't
love it.
I can't show up without it after yesterday's day from myself, the old bounce back, dude. So the hammer is here until further notice, from start to finish. Don't care if the old metal's rubbing off and making my hands smell like metal. I'll take that bullet, take one for the team for us. But nonetheless, dude, good evening, personal and business wise. Good start to the day, personal and business-wise. I've got nothing to complain about, dude. How's things going on your end of the word?
Hey, man, nothing to complain over. Hey, man, nothing to complain over here. Hey, man, nothing to complain over here. It's a spectacular day to be alive. The rest is up to me and thee. I choose to spread positivity. Not too shabby of a day for you, my man, yesterday. Got yourself a nice rebound. 0-2 to start the week. Now to 2-2 after a 2-0 day. Why don't we just get right on into that? Since you mentioned it, seems like you're itching to recap those best bets of the day, so I might as well dive into them. Without further ado, my friends, all of yesterday's best bets of the day from the TTL Crew for March the 22nd, 2022. Partner, chomping at the bit, how you feeling about your two rebound plays of the day from yesterday?
You know, it was mostly the hammer that I'm trying to sport, dude, not the plays, dude. But, the Magic, dude, Orlando Magic getting the outright win. Nice win there. The Warriors offense stagnant, like I was saying yesterday, man. Probably going to be the last time you can get that fade value on the Warriors. Already today, I think they're 7-point dogs or something along those lines to the Heat. So I think it was a couple quick spots before people fully realized that Steph is going to be gone for the foreseeable future. So don't think we'll have too many opportunities like that against the Warriors. And then the old Bulls and Bucks, man, a little different than I was hoping it would shake out for sure. The old Bulls offense did not show up to that one, but as far as the old bankroll is concerned, I'm feeling good about that one. Got a little sweatier than I needed to there at the end. The last 5 minutes, they were going back and forth, up and down track meet, but still stayed under by, I don't remember, about 10 points. So nothing crazy, dude. 2-0 after the bounce back, the nonsense that happened on Monday. I'm feeling good. Got another 2 NBA plays coming for us today, my friend.
All right, well, I'm going to still stay out of the NBA because it just feels so fickle and so finicky to me. I have no idea. Hey, good on you for getting your bounce back days, though. I love the Magic plus 7.5. I was still a little iffy on that Chicago-Milwaukee under, but hey, it ended up staying well under, so hey, good on you, my man. Speaking of staying away, not getting involved, that's the NIT tournament for your boy, and the rest of any college basketball is not at the big dance. There's no reason to make Virginia, forget about Virginia. They didn't cover. Either way, there's no reason to make St. Bonaventure the plus 3.5 dog and make them a dog for the fourth game in a row, see tons of monetary liability flow in on them, and they win outright yet again. There's no reason for that. I stuck to my process. I don't change things. When days like this happen, like, it is what it is. I don't get pissed off because I stick to my process and I do the same thing. And, like, this exact process has gotten me 14-2 over my last 16 plays in college basketball. So I really don't care. I'm also, I mean, I do. I don't want you guys to lose money. I'm pissed off about it. I'm coming back with more plays today. But NoCo as well, like the plus 2.5, there was no reason for that line to drop down. There's no reason to put UNCW in that setup spot of being a favorite after barely squeaking out a win. I mean, it's just one of those weird days, just like your Monday was.
Right.
My Tuesday was weird as hell. And I've told you time and time again, I don't know what it is with me in college basketball on Tuesdays, but maybe you just need to fade me. But something you don't need to fade me on, and all of a sudden, I guess I'm figuring things out here. I have no idea, but hey, check the old jersey out. Tampa Bay Lightning and the Carolina Hurricanes under 6, stays well under 6 there, my friends. I don't know where I tell you what it is. I'm just playing numbers. And I told you pre-show, partner, I'm not worried about teams. I'm not worried about storylines. I'm not worried about any of that shit. I'm just playing numbers and what I see. And I think it's better that way because sometimes you can get analysis paralysis and you can really start hypo-analyzing every single player on the team and why is this and why is that and this is exactly how it's going to happen. And then none of that happens whatsoever. And then you look like a big dumb doofus. So I'm just literally playing only numbers in hockey. And it's been paying off for me here so far. So I got 2 more hockey plays. I'm looking for a 2-0 rebound day, much like Mags did yesterday. So I'm ready to rock and roll here for you fellas and gals out there. 2 for Tuesday parlay of the day. Big 0 for 2, so why not? Hey, keep the deuces wild track going. Big 0 for 2 on that one. That one kind of pisses me off. Well, again, not pisses me off, but it's irritating because Xavier, that's the exact same spot that's been profitable all this entire postseason of college basketball, if you will. And then the New York Knicks absolutely melted right at the end. They scrapped all the way back into that game and looked like we were the smart guys, and then all of a sudden they just absolutely melted. So is what it is. 0-2 on the 2 for Tuesday parlay. If you tailed us all the way across the board, you went 3-2, so still a positive day for you over there. And then in addition, if you play the 2 for Tuesday parlay, half unit, like we usually recommend, you definitely went positive. And then also, if you tailed the Moneyline Dice, you went super positive. Winnipeg on the puck line. Winnipeg Jets, they covered that bad boy. And the under 6 goals hit as well in both those spots. Mag said, I don't know, Dice. I don't think so, but okay, Dice. Whatever, it doesn't seem very likely. The Dice said, hey, hell no. We are all over this right now. You better listen to us. We're going 2-0. So, my friends, 2-1 on the day, or on the week, rather, from the old Moneyline Dice. So, I'm not doubting them anymore.
No, I don't know shit about fuck when it comes to the NHL, dude. They got the nice plus money ticket last night, so yeah, I'm gonna be stop doing that. But yeah, little interesting update that I just got coming across the old desk though.
What's that?
Jets and Dolphins are in serious talks to trade for Chiefs wide receiver Tyreek Hill, per league sources. What?
Oh yeah.
That's weird. Yeah, Tyreek Hill.
But Tyreek Hill's not on the Jets or the Dolphins, so
right. I think they're both like inquiring about him. So
that'd be interesting. I wonder if they could get rid of him. Yeah, I don't know. Hey, some more power to the Jets, the Dolphins, if they can get their hands on him. I mean, that's interesting. I mean, it would have been a lot more wild if like they picked him up. They're just inquiring. Like that's just like.
I mean, Tyreek Hill though. That's. Why are the Chiefs trying to get rid of Tyreek Hill? I guess
I don't know.
I'm trying to say.
People were fucking inquiring about Devontae for a while before he lifted. They were inquiring about him last year. They were inquiring about him 2 years ago, and he left this year. So they could just be inquiring. I'm not reading too much into that. I think that's just a little clickbait. I don't know. Hey, hey, that's just my opinion. My opinion. I feel like that's just a little, just putting feelers out there. But hey, all me. I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know. That's at least I don't know. I am kind of reacting like this because he seemed like somebody that would have been untouchable. Is kind of what I'm saying.
I mean, I think when you pay Patrick Mahomes $500 million, some of those other key players have to be touchable. that's kind of my thought process on that. And that really, I feel the same way kind of about that I do about Devontae. I think this will kind of be the shopping year. Like, what are the Chiefs willing to take for him? What are they willing to let him go for? What type of trade? What type of market does he have? And then next year you might see him move at the beginning of the year. Because it would definitely take a trade. And I don't think the Dolphins or the Jets present enough value anywhere, and the Chiefs aren't looking for picks to pick up Tyreek Hill. Call me fucking crazy. I'm not a GM of the damn league or anything, but that just doesn't seem very, very logical right now for the Chiefs. The Chiefs would be getting burned in that deal pretty bad, especially after just letting go Mecole Hardman. Like they would be getting fucked. They would be getting fucked. Where are they gonna go? Go after Jalen Waddle?
Reacted like this. That's a fucking.
That's why I'm reacting like it's clickbait. Like because that just doesn't make any sense. If I know Andy Reid and I know that front office, that just doesn't make any fucking like. Okay. Either way. Nice little conversation starter to get the day rocking and rolling. Obviously, we have plenty of other rabbit holes to dive into today, and who knows what the hell bridge we come across. But for now, you took a sip, so it reminded me, to thee, and all you beautiful people sipping the black elixir of the gods on this gorgeous March the 23rd, 2022, whatever the time of the day it is. We don't judge over here. Take your sip. I'll be right back.
Oh, baby.
Whoa! Whew. Holy shit. Knocked out my headphones. It was so doggone good. All right, my friends. It is now time for the time of all times. You know the drill. Let me get my screen flipped over here so I can see you a little bit more live in prime time. Oh, yeah. How about that? Okay, my friends. It's time to flip the screen. Get the ticker ticking for the first segment of the day. RMags, best bets of the day. I already told you, he's got 2 more NBA plays coming at you. That's right. Lace up the Jordans, lock in, and get ready, but for nothing but cold hard facts, insights, and analysis. I don't know where I was going with that. A little extra fluff than per usual, but what I will tell you, my friends, is, hey, partner, let it rip, let him have it, and as always, you have the floor.
All right, my man. I am, as mentioned, going to the NBA. 2 plays once again today. I'll make them both pretty short and sweet here. Because first one on tap is the Suns at the Minnesota Timberwolves. And a large part of why this one kind of lit my eyes up a little bit. Lots and lots of money coming in on the Suns. This one has been on the move a little bit. It was at 2.5 this morning. And despite the Suns getting 93% of money, coming back down to plus 1.5 here for the Wolves at home. Plain and simple, man, this Wolves team has been really, really solid here at home this season, and especially over the last handful of weeks. They are absolutely raking at home right now. And obviously the Suns are a very good team. They've been very profitable on the road as well. Both teams top 5 ATS in Wolves at home, Suns on the road. But obviously without Chris Paul, they've lost a little bit of that edge, and they're a little bit banged up down the line as well. So I think they're going to have a little bit of a depth issue in this one with the way this Wolves team is playing on offense, man. 4-0 for the Wolves last 4 following an ATS loss, just lost a few days ago. As we mentioned, the closing line ended up being 1. So depending on what you caught that line, obviously you might have covered that one. But they ended up failing to cover the closing line there. But they are 12-3-1 last 16 following a straight up loss. So in those situations where they just lost like they did to the Dallas Mavericks the other day, they've been a fantastic bounce back team, especially once again at home, partner. So 7-2 last 9 versus a team with a winning road record. So even when these good teams are coming into town, into Minnesota, they've been fantastic as well. And they've got 1 day of rest, 9-3-1 last 13 games against the number on 1 day's rest. So I expect them to win this one outright. I like the pricing, so I'll take the extra 1.5 backing in this one for sure here at home. But I've got no questions, no qualms about this one. Give me the Wolves plus 1.5 to kick things off for me today.
Well, damn, you ain't talking, you ain't kidding when you say short and sweet. Jiminy Christmas, right to this point. Yeah, man, I'm still going to keep saying what I'm saying. I just don't know shit about fuck when it comes to the NBA. Like, I think you're on the right side here. This seems right. From what I know is that this would seem like, a setup for the Suns. And, like, that's how I would come in. So I question, is this a setup for experts? I don't know. Is it, like, to take the point with the home dog? I don't know. You know more than I do in this situation. You are the NBA man. I cannot deduct or tell you anything because what I do know is that, hey, this line might be up to 6.5 by the time the fucking ball tips because somebody decided that they want to rest their right toe 5 minutes before game time happens. So I just don't have time for that. Okay, now might get involved a little bit later. Appreciate your yawns and appreciate your insights and analysis. So hey, if you guys do too, and I highly suggest you hammer it in because the kid's hot on the NBA hardwood. Hammer in right here, right now. Minnesota Timberwolves +1. Partner, hell yeah. What do you got for number 2?
Alrighty, number 2, going to a team that we already talked about yesterday and coming in on the recap here. Going to a little bit of a different angle in this one, though. Orlando at Oklahoma City. I'm going to the first half for Orlando in this one, partner. I'm interested in the full game. But with Orlando coming in on a back-to-back, obviously last night, getting the win against Golden State in Orlando, I'm a little worried for a little bit of a second half collapse, which we have been seeing from these teams on a back-to-back the last few days. But typically, and especially these last few days, the first half has been working out pretty well for these teams because plain and simple, the Oklahoma City Thunder have been in without Lou Dort. And I know a lot of people aren't talking about this, but he is actually a really significant player for them as far as being a bad team with him and being an absolutely miserable team without him, partner. As far as both ends of the floor, honestly, helps him offensively for sure, but I think defensively is really what I value, where I start to find the fade value in the Thunder when he's gone. As far as the full game is concerned, or full games are concerned, they are 3-18 straight up without Lou Dort this season, man. And while they still don't have a very good record with them, it's 17-34. So obviously that's brutal, but that's a bad team to a miserable team without him, partner. So like I said, I was interested in that full game, but I'm staying away from any second half collapse. Just popping right into this first half, getting them at -0.5 here. I like it. There's a certain spot where it's -1.5 on the first half as well. I like that. And if you're even getting safe, I think I saw -128 on the first half money line. If that's what you're looking for to get even safer, I don't think that's too much chalk to eat. I think they win this first half by at least 5 points here. Their defense has been playing really well. This Orlando Magic team, and again, without some of these guys, even with SGA, I know a lot of people love SGA, and he's been able to fill it up. That's it. Point blank, period. Everyone else is miserable on this team, man. So I don't have any concerns about that as far as the back-to-back. If you look at the other side of the floor, you might, on the full season statistics, you might start to say the same thing as far as the Oklahoma City Thunder's defense can slow down the Orlando Magic offense. But like I just said, without Lou Dort, their defensive numbers are dropping by the game, man. So I've got no questions. Once again, no qualms. I don't have any trends to bring you on this one, obviously, because it's a first half as opposed to the full game. Magic have been pretty middle of the pack as far as full game in back-to-back situations. So love the first half in this one, partner. -0.5 is where I got it at. Fine up to -1.5 as well for the first half. And my final best bet of the day, Orlando Magic on the first half spread, my friend.
Yeah, I was originally a little bit surprised to see that you were going to the Orlando Magic, especially with your staunch rule about not betting on teams on the back-to-back. And then I realized that it was in the first half, and, maybe we have an additional play on this very bet a little bit later on in the show. Who's to say? Who's to know? Who am I? What do you know? I have not a clue in the world, but what I do know is I think this has some pretty damn good value. I think with how you started it, saying that, yeah, I think the Magic come out pretty hot, but they could full send melt in the second half, and I think you're right in that synopsis. So I'll be on this one with you. Orlando Magic first half spread -0.5, my friends. You are paying a little bit of juice on that, but not too much chalk to eat whatsoever. So there you go, RMags first and second best bets of the day. Partner, before we keep this proverbial podcast train steaming on down the tracks, anything else in regards to those two bad boys?
No, sir, that's all I got. Hammer them in for me.
Okie dokie, artichoke. Well, then in that case, it is time to flip the screen, hit the ticker again, and without further ado, my friends, get into my best bets of the day. All right, now, all of a sudden, I don't know what's happened, how it's gone on, how it has made its way into my life, or how I have found this title in my life, but I think I might be a hockey capper. I don't know. I have not a clue. What I do know is I have my good luck charm, puck time, wager talk puck time, hockey puck made in Canada, the official Pro Flex puck that will continue to stay with me. And now the hockey jersey comes on too. So, hey, I got good luck charms all over the place. I'm just going to keep capping hockey, and I'm going to keep dishing out winners when it comes to that, because that's everything that I've cashed this week. So we're going to keep it moving, keep it grooving. 2 winners coming up for you right here. But first things first, got to flip the screen, and then, my friends, got to pull up the old notes. So, first things first, going to the matchup. Actually, hold on. I'm calling this the NHL Annihilator. Since we ain't got no A10 plays, baby, we're going to have an NHL Annihilator a day to keep the doctor away. You better believe it. We're going to the matchup between the New Jersey Devils and the Toronto Maple Leafs. And I contrary to popular opinion, and taking the under 6.5 total goals. Now, I caught it at 6.5 when the odds were at plus 114. You might see it now have ticked up to 7 in most spots, with 7 getting the juice right around minus 120 to minus 130. Stick a pin in that because I'll be right back to that here pretty soon. But I got to be honest with you guys before we go any further. This is a full-out fade of the public and a full-out fade of all the NHL experts out there. I'm not saying I'm an NHL expert by any means, but what I'm telling you is everybody, their brother, their Uncle Sal, their cousin Jimmy, their brother Tom, their sister Sally, and their mother's fathers and cousins twice removed are dishing out the over 6.5 here today. And it's gone up to 7, so now they think they're all smart. But I'm not buying it whatsoever because that line movement is exactly why I think it's a dead giveaway that this total is staying way under. Now, number one, it did open at 6.5, obviously, and it moved up to 7. Now, when I was writing this analysis, it was only touching 7 in a couple of spots. It's almost everywhere it's moved up to 7. So this kind of rings true for across the market that now it has moved up to 7. The over is getting plus money. And when it was at 6.5, the under was getting plus money. So I can hear the experts now, in essence. Oh, we got the hook. Now the over, or the under 7.5 is getting the minus 140. And we're getting plus money on the over. So we might as well just continue to take the over. At the very bare minimum, we're going to push. We don't play to push, my friends. I hate people who have the mentality to bet to push at the bare minimum when they lose a hook, and I can hear it now. As a matter of fact, I already read it this morning, and I couldn't believe my eyes when I was reading analysis like that. I will never dish out anything like that. And did I mention once again that the under 7, is getting minus 130 juice? I'm telling you, my friends, it is the right side to back. Point blank period, if the odds are so damn steep on the 6, then this thing should finish on the over of 6. This thing shouldn't finish any less than 9. And it's simply not. And then when you move it up to 7, the under gets the juice. So I don't know. Do with that information as you wish. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I don't know shit. But hey, I did look into this a little bit deeper, and I don't have many trends for this one, actually. I know I'm the trends man, but I don't have many for this one. Because every single trend you can find is an over trend, my friends. And that is a huge, huge red flag for me because that's when all the public comes out of the woodwork, especially with only 4 NHL games on tap today. And I wanted to direct your attention to the last 10 meetings. In summary, the over is 7-3 in the last 10 meetings. That's right. I said it. I didn't hide it from you whatsoever. And we are taking the under because the two teams involved here in these meetings, they typically, even though they go to the over, they don't score much to get over this number. Now, New Jersey has scored 2 or less in 6 out of their last 10 games, and Toronto has, 6 out of the last 10 meetings, and then Toronto has scored 4 or less in 6 out of the last 10 meetings there. I'm sorry. I'm all bass backwards on this one. So, New Jersey has scored, see, I'm not a hockey capper. New Jersey has scored 2 or less goals in 6 out of the last 10 meetings, and Toronto has scored 4 or more goals in 6 out of the last 10 meetings. So, why did I mention Toronto 4 or more goals? Because one of those meetings was in overtime, and it was 5 goals, and that is obviously a little bit more than 4 or more goals. Now, it's kind of a crapshoot if they score over 4 in these games against the Devils, and I think it's going to be an opportunity where they definitely score that 4 or less, and I think New Jersey sticks to the trend of not scoring more than 2 in a handful of these games. Now, I already told you there's not many trends here. There's one key one I do want to mention, but finally, outside of all of that I mentioned, the last matchup here is really what sticks out in my mind. It did finish 7-1 with a total set at 6.5, and now they moved it up to 7 across the market with the last total finishing at 8. I don't know. I'm not crazy. I just play numbers. I don't play teams and storylines, but what I will tell you is there's one key thing here. Even though all you will find is over trends, one thing, my friends, is the under is 21-8-4 in the last 33 meetings in Toronto. Why is that important? Because Toronto has been chilling at home on a nice rest advantage. 2 days, or actually 3 days now. They haven't played since Saturday, so they've been kicking, chilling, cooling, relaxing. And New Jersey's coming off of a 7-4 win over their rival New York Rangers last night. So now they travel to the Great White North, and they're going to put up a bunch of goals again. I'm not buying it. I digress. That's enough hot wind for this play. My friends, New Jersey Devils, Toronto Maple Leafs, under 6.5.
I'm interested, my man. I don't know shit about fuck like you said with the NBA stuff. I don't know shit about fuck with the NHL. But what I like what you said though, as far as the trends, there's a difference between a handful of good trends that you can actually tangibly take away, and literally almost every single trend being on one side.
Yeah, dude. As
you mentioned, that's typically at least some type of red flag that you need to check out what the deal is there. So keep it rocking and rolling, dude. I think I'm with you on this one as well.
150%. All right. Well, we will keep it steaming on down the track. Hold on. Write myself a note real quick. All right. Only two. So the second play of the day, we're calling it the NHL Liquidator. That's right. We're liquidating every book on the damn market. We're bringing it back here today. Why did I wear the jersey? Because we're not taking a side, but we are going to the matchup between the Chicago Blackhawks and the Anaheim Ducks, and I'm going to the total. I'm taking the under. Once again, 6 total goals. This one is actually my spot. This isn't a total fade of the public and experts and everything like that. This has just been the spot that's been really profitable for me. The total did open up at 5.5 here between these two teams. It did catch the hook. Obviously, move up to 6 now, and most books are offering the over with the juice, minus 115. I've talked about that a lot of times on this show already with these NHL plays that they will offer the under at a less price, like a minus 105, maybe not give it the plus money odds at plus 105 or plus 100, but they'll offer it definitely at the underdog money, and that'll kind of draw people into the over and say, oh my gosh, we have to pay a premium on the over. We have to get involved in this, and I just can't even stress to you how much that is completely incorrect, and people are going to be paying that premium when this total is going way, 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 way under. I think you can fade the public with confidence here today because the over is getting 72% of bets and 95% of money. It is a big, big public side, and whoop-de-doo, it moved up the hook just to try and confirm all of their biases and get more money thrown at it all day long. Because I think potentially the Chicago Blackhawks might win this game outright, and they might get killed on that. Either way, I think they get killed on this over, and we have a solid play on the under. There's 2 things that I wanted to mention. 3 things, rather, before I dish out a couple of trends and we get on and get up out of here for my best bets of the day. Last 2 times between these 2 teams that we've seen movement from 5.5 to 6, very similar. It's happened before, and it was really intriguing to me. Last 2 times it happened, they finished at 7 goals and 8 goals. So now the books are going to do it again, and it's just going to finish right at the same number. I'm just not buying it. It just does not seem right to me whatsoever. And also, I'm banking on John Q. Public, speaking of him, that he's going to be looking at the last matchup between these 2 teams, and it was actually in the month of March. It was on March 8th, and Chicago won 8-3. So I think everybody and their dogs are going to be looking at that matchup saying, oh my gosh, 11? That one was set at the same total, and it flew way over, yet they're only going to set this one at 6. I would expect it to be 7.5, maybe 8 if they're going to do something like that. So I'm not buying it. I think this line is inflated as 6 can be. And then last but not least, before the key trends, is the rest advantage, my friends. Chicago's playing on 2 days rest today, and on the season, on 2 days rest, they are 6-3 to the under. Anaheim's playing on 1 day's rest today, and on the season, they are 18-16 to the under in that spot. So I love the rest spots here for sure, especially with Chicago playing on the road, getting a little extra rest. I think that defense will step up for both of these teams, and that's what we see this game kind of shaking out as. But if you don't believe me, for the final time today, believe the trends. The under, 7-3-1 in Chicago's last 11 versus the Western Conference, 5-2 in their last 7 versus the Pacific Division, and 5-2 in their last 7 after allowing 5+ goals in their previous game. They did allow 6 in a loss to Winnipeg back on the 20th, so just on Sunday. And then the under, 9-4-1 in Anaheim's last 14 after their opponent allows 5 or more goals in their previous game. And the under is 8-4 in Anaheim's last 12 Wednesday games. Give me all the under 6 goals in Chicago Blackhawks against the Anaheim Ducks.
I like it, my man. Once again, I don't know shit about anything, but you know what we were talking about earlier in the show. If it's this easy, why isn't this at least 6.5? Man, that's the one. That's really the biggest thing. That it's like, wouldn't this at the bare minimum be 6.5? And the answer is no. It's going to be sitting right there at 6. So I think I'm definitely with you on this one. Obviously, we may or may not have another thing to say about this one in a second. But yeah, I'm all over this one with you as well.
You don't say. All right. Well, there you go. My 2 best bets of the day, my friends. It's funny you mentioned something about that because we might as well just keep this old proverbial podcast Sunday building with another layer of toppings. What the hell do you know? Third segment of the day, special play of the day. That's right, my friends. It is the double special play, the Wednesday Warrior and the Wednesday Parlay Pop-Off. It's time to get wild. It's time to get weird. Let's kick things off with the Wednesday Warrior. First things first. Got the Buffalo Sabres plus 1.5 as the Wednesday Warrior today. They've been an absolute warrior as of late. Last 5 games, they are 4-1 to the puck line, 19-13 to the puck line on their home ice so far. This one is going to be played in Buffalo. Playing the Pittsburgh Penguins. Obviously, everybody's going to look at Pittsburgh as the heavy favorite, a minus 230, minus 240 favorite. I think they are at this point in time, and be running to the window to back them when I think that is kind of a bad mistake. There is a lot of money coming in actually on the Buffalo Sabres on the money line, so I think there is some value there. But I also think this is a spot where we would have typically backed Buffalo on the money line. Instead, we look to the plus 1.5, see it at minus 140. We back the plus 1.5. We're in the third period, tied 3-3. We go to overtime, and the Sabres lose 4-3, and we cash this damn ticket. That's my synopsis. That's what I think. I have no idea. Partner, you got anything else to add on the Wednesday Warrior special play?
You know what I was just saying, dude. I don't know shit about fuck as far as the NHL, but I do love this spot. To the moon and back, dude. The last few months, this whole season, it's been profitable for us. Yeah, I think we got another case where we might go to overtime again for sure in this. The Penguins might take this one in overtime, but we get this one to the window for the old Warrior, dude.
Sure enough, second special play up on tap of the day. We call it the Parlay Pop-Off. We add in the Wednesday Warrior special play, the Buffalo Sabres plus 1.5. We take one of Mag's plays. We're taking his Orlando Magic first half spread minus 0.5 for the second leg. And for the third leg, we're taking one of my legs. We're taking the Chicago Blackhawks against the Anaheim Ducks under 6 total goals. You parlay those 3 bad boys up, you're getting an over 5-1 odds payout for 3 damn legs. Are you kidding me? Lock it in right now. Play it for half a unit or whatever you can afford. Do not bankrupt yourself on special plays. But boy, oh boy, do I got a feeling this bad boy's going straight to the damn pay window. Partner, what else you got to say in regards to the 2 special plays of the day?
Make sure I don't hammer my phone screen, but there she goes.
Aha.
Little hammer action, dude. That's what I got to say.
Chop feels. All right, my man. Well, there you go. There you have it. RMags says hammer him home. Both
hammer
of them. Dude. Little hammer action.
Get yourself a little mini gold hammer and hammer him home.
Sure enough. Well, without further ado, my friends, with that being the case, with them being ready to be hammered home, with everything being ready to be teed up and recapped, it's time to rip out your sports books, pull out your pens and your pencils and your paper, or whatever mode, means, or method you utilize to take stock of the TTL Crew's best bets of the day, because right here, right now, it's time to recap all of my best bets and the legendary RMags best bets of the day for this beautiful Wednesday of bets, March the 23rd, 2022. Please, so kindly turn your attention to the top left portion of your screen where you will see our Mags picks. Both of them coming from the NBA hardwood. He's kicking things off with the Minnesota Timberwolves plus 1.5, and then going to the first half of the Magic and Oklahoma City Thunder game. He's taking the Orlando Magic on the first half spread minus 0.5. Opposite side of the screen, right top portion of the screen, you see my 2 picks. Am I a hockey capper? I have no idea. We're about to find out real quick, fast, and in a hurry. I'm taking the New Jersey Devils against the Toronto Maple Leafs under 6.5 total goals. Perfectly fine with 7 as well. And then the Chicago Blackhawks, shout out the hometown boys, against the Anaheim Ducks, and we're taking the under again, 6 total goals in that matchup. Between us, you see the Wednesday Warrior special play, another NHL team, but boy, oh boy, are they covering puck lines left, right, and center. Hence, the Warrior term. My friends, lock in the Buffalo Sabres plus 1.5, and then right below that, little extra juice. Everybody needs a plus money Paulie in their life. Lock in the Buffalo Sabres plus 1.5. Mag's pick, the Orlando Magic first half spread minus 0.5, and then my pick, the Chicago Blackhawks versus Anaheim Ducks under 6 total goals for an overall odds payout the last time I checked of plus 504 odds. I see 5 straight plays, 1 special play on their way directly to the cage, to the pay window, right on your bookmaker's desk to bankrupt every single one of them. But before they can, We need you to. Lock them in, hammer them home, sprinkle a little bit of dough down, whatever you need to say. Just make sure you get today's TTL Crew best bets of the day that are clearly primed for ticket cashing in, and whatever the current best line is on your favorite sports book.
Oh, baby.
Whew! Okay. Hot dog.
That looks nice and shiny there, eh?
Live from Scotiabank, dude. Scotiabank Arena. Fire. Fire, fire, fire. Okay. Anything else?
Fire tonight?
No. Hopefully it's
As
nice
far
and
as
chilly.
Offense, you know?
Yeah, I don't think
Offense
so.
not on fire?
It's going to be probably not a whole lot of offense whatsoever if I'm
No.
going to say so myself.
No.
Not even like question it. I'm pretty fucking sold on it. So all that being said, my friends, partner, anything else you got in regard to the best bets of the day?
No, sir, I don't believe so. Lines outside of our best bets on the move, but nothing crazy as far as ours are concerned. It doesn't appear so.
Okay, well then in that case, it's time to get in the next segment of the day. The Moneyline Dice roll of the day. You see the remaining text up there on the screen, BRK/MEM. That would be the Brooklyn Nets against the Memphis Grizzlies. And as I bring us back in the picture here, we have no idea what's going on with this matchup. So, partner, as always, could you be so kind as to oblige us on the details of this here matchup?
Alrighty, most definitely. This one, as he said, we don't know what the hell's going on with this one. This one is all over the damn map. We've got the Brooklyn Nets heading to Memphis for this one. The Grizzlies opened up, I believe, as a 3.5-point favorite. No Ja Morant, quickly flipped to right about +4, 3.5, 4, and now is quickly going back down closer to a pick'em, sitting at +1.5 now. It was at +2.5, then +2 for a minute. Now down to +1.5, down to 1 at Caesar Sportsbook. So, you know, this one is a giant mess if you ask me. You've got Kyrie in the lineup for the Brooklyn Nets on the road here. 90% of bets, 66% of money coming in on the Nets. This one is on prime time. This one is going to be on ESPN tonight. So from a gambling perspective, you might think that this is a trap spot here for the Brooklyn Nets. Grizzlies 14-2 straight up this season without Ja Morant. So I don't know because the old Nets have been cooking along on the road. Kyrie's dropped 50 and 60 in 3 of his last 4 games or 2 out of his last 4 games or something along those lines, man. So I've got no clue here. As I mentioned, the Grizzlies are +1.5 on the spread, +102 still on the money line. You can catch them at plus money on the money line. That's it makes it even more interesting if you do ask me. And where the Nets are at -120 over there. The total is all the way up very high at 237.5. Let me get those splits for us real quick, and then I'll be all done, my friend. A lot of people on the Brooklyn Nets. Don't see any money splits. 61% of bets on the over. And as I said, I don't see any money splits, so not sure what to think there. 98% of money on the money line, though. 98% of the money on the money line for the Brooklyn Nets. So this one's all over the map, dude. I'm glad we're letting the dice decide because this one's been hurting my head for the last 12 hours when I started looking at it last night, dude.
Yeah, 150%. Again, I'm been staying away from the NBA with just about everything I have. So one more time, Brooklyn is the -2 favorite still, right?
-1.5, -120 on the money line.
Okay, -1.5. Is that just kind of market consensus, or is there any other spots that it's hitting -2?
No, it's on the going the opposite way. Caesar's got it down to 1.
Okay, awesome. All right, and then 237.5. So it is gaining the hook. So it was at 237 pre-show. So a little bit interested to see there what the old books are thinking. But for now, my friends, first roll of the day. Home team or away team? Are we going to the home team, Memphis Grizzlies, without Ja Morant? Are the dice feeling that risky? Or are they going to the away team, Brooklyn Nets, who got Kyrie, who got KD, who are ready to rock and roll? I have no clue. Mags hasn't an idea, but I promise you, we all find out in 3, in 2, in 1. Home team!
Home team Grizz, okay.
Home team.
Grind City.
Home team. Second roll, ATS or money line. Will the die be getting 1.5, or will they be saying, nah, the points are fugazi, the Grizzlies are going to win it outright, let's get a little plus money Pauly action going? I have no idea. Mags hasn't the faintest clue, but I promise you, we all find out in 3, in 2, in 1. Money line.
+102, okay.
Unofficially, Memphis Grizzlies on the money line. Wild card roll of the day. Will the die be doubling down? Will they be going to the total to give us 2 tickets to get straight to the pay window? Or are they going to pull a little nonsense and need a little re-rake, reshake, and roll? I have no idea. Couldn't tell you if I tried or if I wanted to. Mags, probably just about the same. But I'll tell you one damn thing is for certain. That this cubicle object that be a 6-sided, all-knowing cubicle object will soon tell us in 3. In 2. In 1. Home ATS.
Okay. Doubling down on the money line? Question mark.
Yeah, because it's just a pick 'em, so fuck it.
Plus 1.5. Okay. Plus 102. All right. I'm not even going to save my opinion. My opinion was bullshit yesterday on the dice roll, so I don't know.
The dice have spoken! If you want to guaranteed take 1 ticket to the pay window tonight, not 2, not 5, not 10, but 1 ticket straight to the damn pay window. No questions, no qualms, no queries. Not for me, not for Mags, not for any living, breathing, heart-beating human being on this planet, but for the all-knowing, ever-living, inanimate, cubicle objects to be known as the Moneyline Dice. Hammer in right here, right now. The Memphis Grizzlies on the money line in their matchup with the Brooklyn Nets tonight.
Thank you, Dice.
Thank you, Dice. Okay.
I mean, if even more people are all over Brooklyn by the time this one tips off, it's on ESPN, dude. I don't know how you can fade the Dice in this one.
Primetime game and on ESPN.
And you got KD, Kyrie, like you said, no Ja. I mean, otherwise this shit's
what could go wrong?
What could go wrong? Right.
Feels a lot like the fucking Miami Heat, if I do say so myself. Fully healthy team against a little bit banged up of a team, and then it just fucking full melt mode. I don't know. Right. Feels a little weird. If I'm leaning anywhere right now, first gut reaction, I'm leaning with the Dice. I'm taking Memphis on the money line. I like it. But a reminder, they are 2-1 on the week now through Monday and Tuesday. So a little something for you to think about there. Maybe they stay hot. Cash us a plus money. Paulie here if you get in early on Wednesday. There you go, my friends. Officially, the Moneyline Dice roll of the day. You want your own sets? You want any of the awesome merch, tracking book, the hat that's always seemingly every day on top of my dome piece, except today. Outside of that, you see it scrolling right below me. MoneylineDice.com. Head on over to it in your favorite browser, or if you watch, I don't know where you don't get out of YouTube. Don't leave YouTube. Just wherever. If you got an extra browser, hey, pop it in there. MoneylineDice.com. If not, head over there later. Put it, whatever you want in your cart. Of course, we got an offer code for you guys. TTL10 at checkout. TTL10 at checkout is going to get you 10% off your first order. MoneylineDice.com. We have had a relationship with these guys long before we even started rolling the doggone dice live on the show. So join the family, join the crew, join the Moneyline Dice, and start getting tickets to the pay window courtesy of the old cubicle all-knowing objects. The Moneyline Dice.
That was dope.
Shout out.
That was dope.
Shout out. Okay, there we go. There we have it. Moneyline Dice roll of the day. Well, you know what that means. What that usually does segues us into the lot of nonsense, the boatload of ridiculousness, the train full of insanity. What am I talking about? Something maybe a lot of you just found out about yesterday because we've been putting out clips now. Second half of the show. Partner, what's been burning on the brain, melting on the heart, festering on the soul that you have been dying to get out to the kind folks that joined us on episode number 248 of the Talk to the Line podcast on this absolutely beautiful March the 23rd, 2022.
All right, dude, I'm going to take us all over the map here. Start off with a little nonsense, kind of. Honestly, an interesting conversation that I just saw yesterday, but I think it's been going around for a handful of days now as far as a interesting hypothetical, okay? I don't know, Chris, let me know if you've heard this this past week or so. Joey Chestnut and Usain Bolt, 100-meter dash, 100-meter run, Okay, so obviously, as far as that is concerned, Usain Bolt is the fastest man alive. But
What does that fuck have to do with the price of chestnuts?
100-meter dash. Before they can run the 100-meter dash, Joey Chestnut, hot dog champ, both of them have to finish a hot dog before they start running.
Usain Bolt still cooks him. He still cooks him, bro. I don't give a fuck. He can take his sweet-ass time eating that hot dog, and he's still cooking his ass. Chestnut, bro, what does Chestnut run? A fucking 15-2-40? And you're going back and forth left and right over there saying, get one for the little guy. Get one for the little guy. Dude, I don't think it matters how long it's going to take. He fucking ate fucking 50 chicken nuggets before he broke the fucking world record. It don't matter about the food. He can fucking take his fucking time.
Well, so what'd you say, 15 seconds for Joey Chestnut?
No. Joey Chestnut, it's gone. It's done. That's fine.
I know, and then
Joey Chestnut can get halfway around the 100-meter dash, and Usain Bolt will still cook his ass. Period. I
disagree.
I think you're underestimating how fucking slow Joey Chestnut is compared to Usain Bolt.
Dude's an athlete, dude. Dude's a physical specimen. I think you're underestimating how long it would take Usain Bolt to eat a fucking hot dog before he has to run. You have to the way down the gullet.
Physical fucking specimen. Have you seen the... Stop. Come on. He ain't running no 100-meter dashes.
He's finishing a hot dog in 5
Good,
seconds.
but that doesn't matter. I
think it's going to take 20 seconds. I think it takes 20 seconds for Usain Bolt to finish one hot dog.
And I think regardless, I think fucking Joey Chestnut still gets cooked. I think he still gets cooked. I don't think it takes him 20 seconds. Like, he's not just going to sit there and kick his feet up. I think he could kick his feet up and eat the hot dog and still burn his ass. But it's not going to take him that fucking long. Like, if he's going to do the same fucking thing, he's going to dunk it in water, he's going to throw it down his fucking hatch, and he's going to take the fuck off. And regardless of however much of a lead old Chestnut has with his fucking gullet guzzling abilities, his glizzy guzzling abilities, if you will, it don't matter what he's going to do. All that matters is what's gonna happen as soon as Usain gets that glizzy down his gullet, is he's going to take the fuck off, and you're going to see the fastest man alive absolutely burn a man who has no business being on a track. That's my opinion.
Okay. I think it's my main stance is that I don't think it's going to be that quick for Usain to finish the hot dog. That's my main stance. As obviously he's fucking ridiculously fast. He can run the damn thing in 10 seconds.
So that's what I'm saying, man. So, like, if it takes Joey Chestnut 20 seconds to get halfway and Usain can run the whole fucking thing in 10 seconds, it's taking Joey Chestnut 40 seconds to run the whole bitch, and he does it in fucking 10. It's simple fucking math. It doesn't matter if it takes him 20 seconds.
How fast he would run.
No, there's no way. There's no way. He's not
like
fast.
A fatty.
He's not
like a fatty.
But he's not like fucking skinny. He's not fucking Usain Bolt. He's not 150 pounds. He's north of 2 bills. I guarantee it. North of 250.
Dude's cut.
Period.
Dude's cut.
Oh, stop it. Stop it. No. I'm staunch on this one. I'm not moving off the opinion on this one. I'm on it.
I think he would struggle to get the old hot dog down, dude. This is a small
dude. I'm not saying he wouldn't, but I'm also saying that I don't know. I just think the timing would.
I don't know. Seems like a guy that would have a goofy running chestnut. Seems like he would have a goofy running.
I think he runs like a pregnant billy goat is what he would look like.
And then the next thing you know, he's flying down the track and you're in his way and he's kicking your ass, dude. I don't know.
Bro, I haven't ran around a track in north of 10 years, and I would.
It's not running around the full thing though. That's just.
I know it's 100 straight. I
get
it. I get it. I haven't ran straight down the track in north of 10 years, and I would burn Joey Chestnut. Like, there is no way he is fast. There's no way he's fast. There's no way he's fast. No way. No way.
5 seconds, though, for the hot dog. That's all I think it takes, and then I think it takes him...
it might even take less than that. I think 2.5 seconds. I don't know. But I don't know. I just, like...
Now we need Usain to do a video.
Look so short when they do it in 10 seconds.
Yeah, that's fair.
45 seconds is a good time for a normal humming bean. A minute is a good time for a normal fucking humming bean. Like, if you think about 4 fucking laps as a mile, and like a good normal humming fucking bean is doing a 10-minute mile, like a good human being. Like, I used to knock down a 7-minute mile in high school. I couldn't do that if I fucking tried. And like, that's a whole thing. We're just talking about one thing. That's about a minute. That's about a fucking minute. 45 seconds. And you're telling me fucking Usain can't do half of that? That's just my rationale. That's just my rationale. I'm just like, that was the whole math in my head. Like how I used to run a mile. What would somebody run a mile now? Okay, somebody who trains. Yeah, Joey Chestnut is definitely not running around fucking laps. He's definitely not fucking just doing sprints at any point in time. Who knows? Maybe he's never really trained putting shit on his tummy and then running. Maybe that just projectile fucking chunks go everywhere instantaneously and he falls over on the track. I don't know. There's a lot of rabbit holes you can go here.
I just love this type of conversation, and that's why I brought it up for
100%.
sure.
It's totally theoretical.
Yeah.
Totally theoretical.
Now we just need Usain to post a video and like how fast could you actually eat a hot dog? That's what I need to know.
Because the reason
Joey
why
Chestnut
I also
doing the
don't
100
think
meter.
it would be that crazy because like he would literally sit like 10 minutes before his fucking his trials when he broke the record, and like when it was in Japan, because like the food was so bad there in the water and everything, like all he could eat was McDonald's because he knew it wouldn't mess up his stomach.
Sure.
He would crush like a 50-pack of nuggets and then go run like instantaneously because like how skinny he is and how high his metabolism is and how fast he just burns that fucking shit off. Like he would just crush it and go. Like that's why I just don't think a fucking glizzy's gonna be shit to him, dude. He just and fucking gone.
That's
Glizzy, glizzy. Yeah, dude. I don't know, bro. I've tried. I don't know. Maybe I'm also underestimating hot dogs. It's been a while since I've tried to take down a hot dog challenge. The last time I did, it was fucked. So
yeah. So then let me turn it on a little bit differently. How many hot dogs? Like if we're talking 10 hot dogs, and Joey's gonna fucking smash 10 hot dogs, and who knows if Usain can fucking smash 10 hot dogs?
Who knows if he can even get through the 10?
So I guess what's your number? Where
5.
5?
I think one's too easy. Because it still gives it just enough time. Like I think it's just enough time.
Have you ever eaten more than one hot dog or 2 hot dogs? Like I feel like 3 for sure. Give me Joey Chestnut, no doubt, dude. Give me 3.
Yeah, I would almost kind of lean to 2. Yeah,
2, 3. That's what I'm saying, dude. You
set it at 2.5.
You think about it, and then you start doing it. It's like you're through 1 on your half, and you're just like,
yeah.
Get me out of this. Get me the
you
fuck
know what?
out of this.
Put it at 2.5 and stick the over at -112. I'm feeling pretty fucking confident about that actually. Like, because I did 2. The last hot dog challenge I did was 2 foot-long pound dogs, Vienna dogs, and like. Them boys were big, and I didn't even do the fucking buns with them too. So it's just like holy bejeepers. And then I start to think about, bro, like when we tried to do the donut challenge on this fucking show. Granted, we were trying to talk and all that bullshit and whatever, and like not just drink. And like when I was drinking milk, like it would dissolve and it was nice. Like I could have got through it pretty fucking easy. But yeah, that was a bitch. That was a bitch and a half. Oh man, eating hot dogs and running 100 meters. Oh, boy, that's enough for me to want to yak. But, hey, what an interesting conversation, though.
I want to find some more of those types of conversations. I heard it, and I was like, wow. And it's like I feel like so far everyone I've heard has, like, kind of how we were. Someone's staunch on Usain. The other one's like, I don't know, man. I think you're underestimating how fast Usain would smash a hot dog. So I'm going to try and find some more of these conversations, dude, because I'm a big fan. But
yeah, I'm too.
Not a ton of nonsense. I'm interested to dive into some random sports rabbit holes if you're willing and able, my friend.
Always.
Tomorrow evening kicks off the old Sweet 16. I'm sure we'll have some picks as far as tomorrow is concerned, so that's not quite where I'm going. Wondering if you've got any thoughts as far as, not saying you're trying to lock in any futures, but gun to your head as far as, I don't know if there's any value you think on any of these Final Four teams down at the bottom of the pack.
Why you always do this to me? You know I don't fucking play futures. Why does everybody always do this at the end of shows to me, want me to talk about futures, and I don't.
You don't have to talk about the value in
futures at all.
I know. I guess I'm just curious. I like having the conversation because I haven't been diving into futures. It's more so just like, who do you think can make a fucking run? Like, if you think St. Peter's, that's 30 to 1 or 300 to 1, excuse me. 30 to 1 plus 3,000. St. Peter's, Arkansas 10 to 1 plus 10,000 or plus 1,000. Excuse me, I'm all over the place here. Obviously, got to get through Gonzaga. First question: do you think, as far as Arkansas is concerned, do you think they have any shot at getting through Gonzaga?
Not the way fucking Note's been playing. Note needs to show up on a whole nother level, dude. I don't know. He's looked a little lackluster here in the tournament. And I hate to say that about the kid because I fucking love him. But he looked a little lackluster. And I don't know. The Must Bus having to squeak it out a couple of times when it shouldn't really been squeaked out a couple of times. I don't know. Gonzaga's been throttling teams, but if Arkansas defense shows up, then woo pig. But
because I don't think you can compare it to Memphis because Memphis was playing like a top 10 team. You know what I mean? So, but the way you kind of started that, I'm with you 100%. I think Gonzaga wins, but whenever we've seen JD Note and Arkansas kind of scuffle a little bit, even if it's like tight wins like that, then they take a couple days off and then they come back and JD's putting up 30, hitting step back threes over people's eyes, dude. So essentially, I asked that because if you think they can knock off Gonzaga, then the plus 1,000 here as far as making it to the Final Four, because then I think they get a decent matchup after that. Michigan 850. I think they got to get through Villanova, and then they'd play the winner of Arizona-Houston.
Bro, it's really intriguing because the line, and I'm sure we'll have plays on this shit tomorrow. Obviously, we're going to have plays on this shit tomorrow.
Yeah.
With how we both been betting. With it being at 5, dude, it's really intriguing. Really, really intriguing.
Villanova, Michigan?
Yeah, Villanova, Michigan. Like, I would have anticipated maybe a 7.5 or an 8. Like, because I think the general consensus is that Villanova's going to throttle them. Like, I haven't looked at any bets, any money. I don't even really want to yet. I want to wait a little while still. But I do. If you're going to pull anything up, go right ahead. But I just fucking, like, I don't know. That just seems like that's a Villanova trap, and that just feels like Michigan might win that damn game outright, man. Like, that just, I don't know. Right under the key number 6, that just does not. And I know 5s have not been profitable all year long, but in the damn tournament they have been, and this spot has not been as sneaky as it typically would be. So I don't know if Michigan has any value at the 850, but do I think they could sneakily knock off Villanova, give everything they have, and then get smacked in the teeth in the Elite 8? Sure.
Yeah, I think you're just better off taking their spread, if anything, on each of these games, or maybe especially this game, like you kind of said.
Get involved in the money line, plus 188.
Sure,
a little sprinkle, pizza and beer.
Because I think I agree, man. I think they could. I think they could beat any of these 3 teams, but kind of how you finished it, as far as it's going to be
I'm looking over here trying to have a fucking conversation. I got my fucking phone plugged in over here. I'm trying to keep looking. Like, hey, come on, Colt, unplug the fucking phone. I got plenty of battery.
But yeah, I don't think they can. I think if you played any of these 3 teams on any given day, I think they could have a good chance. But kind of like you said, it's probably going to be a war with Villanova, even if they do get through, and then probably get smacked in the mouth 2 days later by either of these other teams. So I guess I'll skip up to there. Arizona, Houston, plus 150 for Arizona to make the Final Four, plus 200 for Houston to make the Final Four. Maybe a wait and see, because that's kind of a I don't know if that's a toss up necessarily, and I don't know what your thoughts are on that one, but I don't know. I think
you take Houston plus the 1.5. I think that's Houston's been rolling. Yeah, I don't know. I've had a really good eye for Houston here in the tournament and what they were going to do, and I think with everybody being on Arizona to win the tournament, if Arizona's going to get knocked off, this is the game. And I think and Houston could very well get to the Elite 8 and get knocked off as well. Who knows? It might take them everything in their damn willpower to win this game by 1 point, and then they might be that team that's coming in on their hind legs. I think that's what happens. I've had a really good eye for Houston this tournament, and man, I think this is a spot that they take care of business. I would take the 1.5 just in case any bullshit, but I think they win it outright.
I think I'm with you, dude. It's like how you said that everyone loves Arizona to win the whole thing. Of course, they're going to be in on Arizona at a short spread like this. So yeah, I think staying away from that value on the Final Four and just going to the individual games is probably the move on that one. So either of these couple 2 or 3 teams here.
Hey, sorry, I boo-booed you at the beginning of the show, bro. There's 2 fucking potential trades in place for Tyreek Hill. I was totally saying that's just like some clickbait, what the fuck ever. Like, I'm not really buying into that. Damn. Sorry, I boo-booed you, dude. I'm man enough to admit that shit. There's 2 fucking trades. Wow.
I don't hate on you for. I'm usually the guy that calls bullshit in March as far as this.
That is fucking true. We're usually flip-flopped on that. That's funny. That's fucking funny.
And it's just like Jets and Dolphins. It's like you haven't seen those teams in any type of like significant moves like that in a minute.
But also like Jets or Dolphins? Well, what do I want to do?
Yeah. Well, which
fish,
one was
dog.
it? One of these teams has some like really solid first round capital. I think it's the
Dolphins. Be Dolphins. Yeah. With them, I feel like with the Jets getting Wilson and all that shit recently, like they probably wouldn't have much first round capital.
I think that's right. I was reading it a second ago. I already forgot. But either way, man, if you can get, I mean, the Packers were fine with the first and a second round for Devontae, man, and if you can get higher than that, and they're willing to kind of cut that pay cut like you were saying, because that, I mean, it does make sense, man. Like I was saying the other day, I hate to see Devontae go, but I hate paying receivers more than $20 million, whether it's my own team or anyone else.
Leave.
Yeah,
in that situation.
That's wild, though, dude. That's wild, though.
Yeah. Yeah, it's real wild. We'll see what shakes out there. We'll keep you updated. Obviously, follow at Talking the Line. You see it right down. Fuck. I'm lost in this. Fuck. I'm lost in the screen,
right.
Mags. It's right down there. There you go. I'm usually using that finger. It's right down there. Talking the Line pod at Talking the Line. You can see all of it. So we'll keep you updated there. Well, shit. Now you kind of got me on this track, dude. Let's keep it moving. Some college basketball.
Yeah. So I guess I don't know if you're gonna make a play on it tomorrow. Providence is plus 650 to make the Final Four. They've got a.
Oh, hold on, wait a minute, because there's Providence isn't tomorrow. There's fucking one more game before tomorrow. Texas Tech.
Okay, sorry, I was just going backwards down the Final Four line.
For sure.
But either way, we got Texas Tech, Duke. Texas Tech to make the Final Four is plus. Both these teams are plus 400 actually. I believe the winner of that would get likely Gonzaga.
Give me Texas Tech -1 tomorrow. You're going to see it as one of my best bets of the day.
Yeah, fair enough.
Probably. I'm not. Probably. Plausibly, actually. That's like a 90% chance. Mythbusters bullshit. Plausible. Yeah. I'm probably laying that one for sure.
And then I guess I'm just trying to think here. Plus 400 for Texas Tech to make the Final Four. Most likely getting through Gonzaga. I mean, maybe you just play the -1 tomorrow. If you love them to get through Gonzaga, you probably just roll that over to the money line on Gonzaga. I would imagine it's probably the better move there.
For sure. Yeah, most definitely. I would say that's probably the best move. I like St. Peter's for sure. St. Peter's is intriguing. They obviously have some crazy odds. I don't know if they can pull off the upset against Purdue. I think they lack some of the size and physicality to be able to do that. And another thing is they lack that. No, they don't lack three-point shooting. They don't lack consistency from the floor. But I'll tell you what Purdue doesn't lack is the ability to shut down three-point jumpers and the ability to shut down consistency from the floor. So I'm a little worried about the old Peacocks. They might get ran off the motherfucking flow. But I'm looking at the 12.5. I don't know. It's always with a little pizza and beer sprinkled with how these old Peacocks have been playing. But
I know. I'm worried they become just a giant, stinky-ass public dog by Friday, dude, because then you're going to get through Thursday's games by that point. That's the first one on tap on Thursday, not till 6:09. Fade the public Friday. If it comes with a big, fat, stinky dog, man, I'll probably I might lay the wood with the old Boilermakers. But next one, Providence plus 7.5 against Kansas. That one is getting a ton of Providence getting a ton of money, man. My piece on this one is that however you want to view Kansas and Bill Self in the tournament, in the grand scheme of not kind of falling short at the end, they have been absolutely fantastic under Bill Self in the Sweet 16, man. So I'm worried about the old Friars and Ed Cooley. Not saying that about the 7.5 necessarily, but Kansas and Bill Self, they don't mess around in the Sweet 16, man, with this 4 days of rest or whatever it is here.
Yeah, I agree with you, man. But on the same side of that, I'm not going to fade Ed Cooley living the American dream with the Friars right now. No way in hell. I don't care if it's the public side, if it is or if it isn't. I can't do it. So I'll probably be looking for value again on the total. You'll probably see something from me in that regards on Friday. Just kind of how everything's looking right now. There's two more games up on tap, teams we haven't mentioned yet. UNC and UCLA, and then Iowa State and Miami. Jeepers creepers, that UNC UCLA.
That's a tough one, dude.
I'm gonna say UCLA plus the 2.5 UNC plus the 2.5 because my first inkling was Mick Cronin, more consistent than a few good men on a rainy Sunday, CC John Rothstein, and I think that's what the general public's gonna be thinking, and I think this line is just a little too short. The Tar Heels have been ridiculous. They've been ridiculous all this entire postseason. They weren't worth a hot damn all year long. They got to the big dance, and now all of a sudden they turned up. They're 5-star players playing like 5-star players, not like half-a-star players. I love it, man. I love the plus 2.5. You might see a play for me on that one as well.
I think I'm with you. I really do, man. Because it's do you trust UNC to continue what they've been doing? And I think the answer is yes, especially at this 2.5 spread. As far as the Final Four odds, UNC actually plus 370, UCLA down at plus 220, winner of that one would most likely get Purdue. I think as far as I wouldn't go to the UCLA making the Final Four at plus 220 because I don't think they get through Purdue if they win that one. Not saying UNC does, but at least at the plus 370, you're getting a nice chunk, a bigger chunk of value. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I definitely agree with you on that one for sure. And yeah, that's going to take me some thought to get involved with that one because I fucking hate fading Mick Cronin, but I really think UNC's the side at this point. So go ahead.
That's saying that's similar to, I mean, they opened the spread pretty similar to UCLA and St. Mary's, and they absolutely beat the shit out of St. Mary's, right? Yep. So, I think I'm with you.
So, I'll kind of have to see Friday morning and kind of deduct from there, like, what the hell's going on. And obviously, you can pay a little bit more attention to, like, what is line movement, what's not line movement, and what is monetary liability and what's not during this time, because obviously this is when the most people get involved in college basketball. So it was bananas how some of them books were crawling with people out in Vegas. Shout out Circa, the one we're behind right now. But we'll see what the hell happens. We'll definitely have a play out of that game. And then, possibly the game of, I don't know, all these are going to be games, but I think this Iowa State-Miami game has the most question marks of why the hell are these two teams in the Sweet 16, and how in the hell are you going to deduct which one of them fucking wins? Because they were struggle bus city all year long. The Canes and the Clones were shit. You had a month-and-a-half period where you did nothing but fade the Cyclones, and it was very, 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 very fucking profitable. And now we got to deduct between these. Matter of fact, I had a fucking month-and-a-half process where I faded the Hurricanes on their home hardwood. They suck so fucking on their home hardwood, not on the road, on their home hardwood. So how do we make a decision here?
So here's my I don't know, essentially, is the final answer, because I'm really torn on this one, dude, because the styles are so different, man.
I know.
If you trust Iowa State's defense enough, Miami is the big public side. If you're interested in any type of environment stuff, this one is in our city, Chicago here, dude. And there is a lot of Iowa State alum fans, whatever you want to call it, whether it's in the damn city or within the 5 hours or so surrounding the city. Whereas Miami, maybe they'll have some people coming up here, but it's going to be 80% Iowa State crowd on this one, dude. So if you're fading the public, plus the 2.5 points with a nice home environment, atmosphere, if you will, to some degree, man, I don't know if Iowa State's the move or not. Their defense has been fantastic, dude.
What's the over-under? We can get some damn tickets for this game, huh?
Yeah, seriously.
Probably slim to nothing. The under.
I don't know, because the other one, I think Kansas Providence is the other one. Those tickets are out the wazoo, dude. This one, maybe because of the Iowa State crowd, I bet they're probably still pretty stiff as well.
Probably, but stiff as shit. Anything at the UC is stiff as shit, bro.
I know. Total is 133, though. That's not quite an Iowa. That's a little higher than these Iowa State totals have been.
Maybe look SeatGeek. Maybe look on SeatGeek. Maybe SeatGeek has some shit. Who knows? Who knows? Either way, that would be sick as shit to go see. But I feel like now trying to find tickets for a Sweet 16 game on Friday, on Wednesday,
2 days in advance on a Friday.
Not the fucking smartest idea. So probably won't be doing that. Either way, hey, if anybody's got tickets they want to give out, here's you guys. Okay, that's all the games for the Sweet 16. Probably clip that up. Everybody can check that shit out. What else you got, dude?
I think you can. I think you get the double tickets. I don't know if you can get them individually, but I think if you buy tickets, you just get both of the games, because both the games are back to back on Friday night.
Oh, so you just can like hang out. Yeah, because what are they going to do? They're going to go. What are they going to do? Go through the whole fucking stadium and be like, "Oh, you have ticket A, not ticket B. Please get out." You get out too, dumbass. Oh, they'll have it'll be a civil war inside of the UC if some shit like that happens.
Hiding around. Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, bad. I guess that's not bad though. But is those like nosebleeds?
For 2 games though, it is nosebleeds. Yeah, it's
yeah, not terrible.
They're like
for the
upper nosebleeds at the UC. That's when it starts to get like. But I was on the 300 level the other day, but it was like 8th row or 10th row or something like that. Fucking solid. Felt real solid. I've sat in the last row, which is like 10 rows behind that, and it's like, hello, what the hell's going on down there? Yeah, So I don't know.
For sure. All right, well, there you go. There you have it. March Madness live from the United Center, live from multiple other locations, but we soon find out who makes it to New Orleans for the Elite Eight. That's right. Okay. There you go. There you have it. All types of March Madness talk, everything in between. We covered some Usain Bolt and Joey Chestnut nonsense as well. Partner pal, outside of that, what else you got? What's going on?
I got no nonsense, dude. I don't know if I know you're staying out of the NIT, but did you have any leans as far as the 2 games tonight are concerned, or were you just hot staying out of it, hard pass?
I'm thinking it's going to end up being a hard pass. If I'm leaning anywhere, I am leaning to Texas A&M. I mean, I like Texas A&M in this spot, laying the 3, laying the 2.5. I'm fine with it. I'm fine with the movement. But I just don't know. It just doesn't seem like enough people are getting involved for me to really be able to deduct, because I think a lot of the sharps have been getting themselves smacked in the teeth too with some of these NIT games, and I think they're choosing to stay the hell out of it as well. So I don't know. I think it's kind of like shooting fish in the barrel with these NIT games. I tried to find I found some value in that over. Maybe the total has some value here. I'm going to have to look a little bit deeper into that because there's no bets or money splits on it as of yet. And then Washington State, I would lean both the favorites again. lean both the favorites again, and I got smacked in the mouth for doing that yesterday. So I don't know. That's why
I'm going to be probably staying out unless something really smacks me in the mouth. But especially when they're at pretty similar lines, not quite the exact same situations as yesterday.
They dropped them down to 2.5, so it's almost the exact situation.
Almost the exact
Yesterday's
same. Right.
opened at 3.5 and dropped down to 2.5 by game time. Both fucking games. And today's just opened at fucking one of them opened at 3.5. Washington State and BYU. Now it's already down to 2.5. Not going to wait till game time. And Wake Forest, Texas A&M is 2.5. So same deal.
Very similar. Yeah.
Same deal.
So if it's going like that, I'm with you, dude. I think it's the favorites, but who knows? I don't know. So
I'm not overly confident about it. About it at all. Okay. Well, shit. Then I don't have anything else all too major. There hasn't been. I guess one of the biggest breaking news of the NFL is we didn't really talk about it, is Matty Ice going to the Indianapolis Colts. Matt Ryan, no longer an Atlanta Falcon. Marcus Mariota taking over as the Atlanta Falcons quarterback. New regime, all Arthur Smith, all of his guys bring in the new man of the hour, Marcus Mariota. Hey, well, I'm excited to see what old Mariota does in that maroon. I guess it's crimson. Yeah, crimson and black. Either way, looking forward to that. Also, don't know, okay, here's my humble opinion. The Colts literally had to look at Carson and think he was such a liability to himself and the team that they brought in a dude that's got fucking 10 years on him. That doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any, and I hold Chris Ballard as one of the smartest GMs in the league. The way he operates, the way he moves, the way he looks long term, Chris Ballard is a fucking G. I did not understand this move whatsoever. On top of everybody else you had available, and you go after Matty Ice. I know fucking Baker Mayfield has had his issues. He's had the shoulder problems whatsoever, but Matty Ice? I don't know. Call me crazy.
I'm not calling you crazy. As far as if you think there was someone else, I like the move as far as, I shouldn't even say I like it. As far as going from Carson to Matt Ryan, I think it takes away the oh shit factor of Carson Wentz as far as losing you games, because I think that was a lot of the issue this year, because he played well certain spots, and I think they finished 9-8 if I'm not wrong. A lot of those games are because Carson Wentz pulled the oh shit handle, like you said, without having anyone with any oh shit type of value in his weaponry. You know what I mean? So I think Matt Ryan still got some in the tank, because we were kind of talking yesterday. I think
he looked so bad last year.
I get it, and maybe that's who he is, and maybe he's washed up. I personally think he was just in the worst possible situation in the last 2-3 years, to where he didn't have protection, especially you lose Julio, and then you lose Calvin Ridley.
I'm just worried about it's going to be the same situation, because he's in yet another new scheme. This is his fourth scheme in 2 years, bro. Or 3 years, whatever the fuck it is. 100%.
I get it. I get it, and I think he was trying to play too much hero ball, which he's not good enough to be the hero. So. I think it makes them slightly better. If they were a 9-win team last year, I think this makes them like a 10-win team. It's just, it doesn't put them over the hump by any means. I think this puts them in a little stability spot, to where they kind of have to rely on some of their defense. Maybe they've got another move up their sleeve to bring in a receiver weapon to give them, but
Maybe.
I think this helps them as far as potentially winning the division. But if you don't win the division in this spot, there's just so many. The AFC is so loaded, man. It's an interesting move. I know it seems the way people are talking about Baker. I don't know. Maybe his shoulder's not going to be good. I don't know, because I'm with you as far as I'm not throwing the book out on Baker just because of this bad season. Like you said, he had a rough shoulder, man. He's had some success the year or so before that.
Yeah.
So as far as he is concerned, I tweeted out the other day, if it ain't Seattle, Baker's riding the bench somewhere, man, because Carolina said, no thanks, we're not interested. So I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen with old Baker.
So here's my rationale, right? Like, yeah, fucking all sucks with Baker, but kind of sticking with the Colts and, like, the AFC South because, like, okay, yeah, you kind of just build off what you said there. Like, if they don't win the division, like, okay, I don't see the fucking Texans competing at all now. No. Like, the Texans are not competing.
They're going to be bad.
Fuck that. The Jags might compete with them dropping bags. We'll see what year two. See, but the problem is I hate to say I called it, but I called it that Trevor Lawrence was going to be yet another number one quarterback that just got swept under the fucking rug and was another fucking bad scenario. I'm not saying his career's dead yet, but this is his second scheme in 2 years on his first team when he barely got introduced to any type of culture whatsoever. So he's having to be his own culture maker, his own leader in the room, as well as be a rookie who is now coming in for his sophomore year. Good luck trying to avoid that sophomore slump, T-Law. Like, that's my humble opinion, right? So I fucking think the Jags kind of struggle, but I think they could make a little noise. They could still do what the fucking did to the Colts. The Colts show up in Duval County end of the year, and they smack them in the fucking mouth by 20, and the Colts season's fucking over because of some dumb shit. That could happen. But also, like, what major moves are the Titans going to make to really elevate them to that next level? Like, they're still going to depend on the King. They're still going to depend on AJ. They're still going to depend on Tannehill. They're still going to depend on that O-line. Like, it's going to be pretty fucking consistent. That defense will stay pretty much the same. So if they don't win the division by picking up Matty Ice and saying, "Oh, the quarterback room has been our problem. That has been our issue. We had Philly. We had to let Philly go. Oh, we brought Carson in as a Band-Aid. Obviously didn't work. Bringing back the relationship with Reich. If it does not work with Matt Ryan, where the fuck do you go from there with the Colts? You going to Jacob Ellinger? Is that what you're doing? Like,
right.
Fuck you doing?
I think that's a problem, man, because they're in a spot where, and that's kind of how we talked off the show a little bit. We didn't come to that final conclusion. It's like, I saw someone, it's like, if you're doing this, why not just tear it down? And it's like, I like so much of their roster. You're not just going to go full rebuild and be a dumpster fire again. Like, why not, see if you can figure it out on the fly? Because you got a lot of pieces that are going to be here for the next 5 to 10 years. And so I assume their plan is to now bring in a new young, what was that?
Speaking of that, 5 to 10 years, segue in addition to that, because I kind of think it builds on where you're about to go. What do they do with T.Y.? Like, T.Y.'s played, 2 games of the last 3 seasons? Like, what do they do with T.Y.? Like, he's becoming a disposable asset. And I'm sorry, but Michael Pittman's not a wide receiver 1. So, again, it just brings me back to my opening point of, I got a lot of respect for Chris Ballard, but what the fuck is the Colts front office doing? Like, I don't get this. I don't get this at all. I'm not saying Matty Ice is washed. I'm just saying I'm not picking him up in fantasy because I think he's going to now all of a sudden have 400 yards a fucking game and 5 touchdowns. I'm just not. I don't think he chucks the rock more than 15 times a game.
Okay. T.Y. is a free agent for now. They could bring him back, but he is a free agent at the moment. But you're right. They need some receiving core. What their probable plan is to now probably target a young quarterback somewhere, and you'd rather have him be mentored by Matt Ryan as opposed to Carson Wentz, I imagine. Sure. Whereas even if you think it's a lateral move from Matt Ryan to Carson Wentz for the next 3 to 4 years, I don't think unless they were that over the moon about Carson Wentz being their quarterback for the next 10 years, which obviously it isn't, probably see this at the bare minimum a lateral move, and now you have a better mentor for young quarterbacks, I guess, would be my opinion on that. Because I think they're just in no man's land to where they can't really tear everything down and try and build it all back up, because if they're doing that, then they might, it's just still the quarterback that they need. They're not going to be any different situation, right? So I don't know. They might have something crazy up their sleeves. Otherwise, I think they're going to be a 9-10 win team for the next 5 years.
I really, I can't agree with more how you close that. Like, what is that something crazy? What is that something crazy? I don't know, bro, because I like the receiving core. Cool. But straight Chris Ballard said last year, all Zach Pascal does is catch them touchdowns, and well, now his ass is a fucking Philadelphia Eagle. How'd that work out? Like, what are they doing? What are they doing? Like, what are they doing? It doesn't make any sense to mean, I don't know. I can't help but think it's just another temporary Band-Aid to like, oh shit, can we win the division and then maybe try and do something, make some noise in the AFC postseason, which if they squeak through and fucking win the division, then you're just like, oh, you fucking squeak through and win the division. It feels like my fucking Bears, like hanging on every fucking thread, and the next thing you know, fucking Hot Rod Rodrigo Blankenship hasn't fucking kicked in 2 fucking years. The weight of the world on his shoulders, and you got the next double doink. I can see it now, kids.
Or
it's
you're
not
just running
shaping
into the
up
Chiefs or the
good.
Bills.
It's
yeah,
not
or you just
shaping
run
up
into the
good.
Chiefs or the Bills.
100%.
Right.
It's not shaping up good for the Indianapolis Colts, and it really puzzled me. Now, am I saying they should have stayed with Carson? No. Am I saying I hate Carson? No. But am I saying that he is a quarterback that does not put the team and himself in danger on every single play? Yeah. No. Every single fucking play, I got to play fucking hero ball. And whether that's him getting nuked from behind and breaking both of his ankles on one fucking play, or getting away from one of those and throwing the ball up into triple coverage in the middle of the fucking field across his body, it's it. I'm not trying to buy into that as my fucking quarterback either. I wouldn't want him on the Bears. Like, fine, that's cool. But I think there's a lot. If you're telling me you could have got Deshaun Watson before that, I'd have gone Deshaun Watson. Like, I'm sorry.
Sure. Well, the Texans wouldn't have wanted.
Fuck,
That's
I'd have gone
in-division
Jared
trade.
Goff. I'd have gone fucking Jared Goff. You got a fucking dome, for fuck's sakes. He showed some flash last year. You give him a good fucking quarterback coach in Reich. I mean, I don't know. I'm not saying I hate Matty Ice.
I get it. No, I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
I get what you're saying. It just doesn't get you juiced.
No.
It just doesn't get you juiced.
No.
As far as Baker, though,
is he
if
done?
He hasn't gotten
Like,
traded to Seattle
bro?
Yet. I mean, if it hasn't happened yet, maybe Seattle's just trying to
Like,
make
what
him. Maybe Seattle's trying to starve him out, so they're so the Browns' asking price goes a little lower.
There's
and
just
lower.
no way.
I don't know.
There's like, how has Baker not been signed? Like, there's just no way, dude. Like, the fact that the Browns went after Deshaun, signed him, said, "See you later, Baker. Here's your bags. Go ahead, and hit the road." After all of these commercials, everything you done for it, see you later, dude.
I know.
Like, he still had another year on his deal. Like they just packed his bags for him and said, "Get the fuck out." Like, they took the keys of the dog pound out of his hand and said, "See you later, pal. Find another team." And there ain't no other team coming and knocking. And, I mean, I suppose I'm not going after... Okay. It's fantasy football. But put myself as a GM, I'm not overly enthralled on the fact that once Tom Brady goes the fuck out, that he's my QB too. Once Tom Brady is fucking done for real, or if Tom Brady gets hurt this year, I'm not like, oh shit, I got Baker. Like, that's going to be solid. Like...
Right.
He leads the league in fourth quarter touchdowns over the last 2 years. Like, he has no clutch gene in his body. I don't know where it went. He had it in fucking Oklahoma when he was Boomer Sooner and fucking pounding flagpoles into the fucking middle of the field. He had it. He ain't got no more. I don't know where it went. I don't know if he's scared to get hit. I don't know what it is. But he can't chuck the rock. He can't make decisions. Even on like the read options and stuff, he looks confused there. Like, I don't know, man.
I don't know either. I think he's,
and you're
like
telling
you said,
me
unless because Seattle's not going to want to pay like a premium for the fucking guy. They'll dish
But
out
you're
a fucking
telling me-
6th, 7th rounder or something. But
you're
otherwise, I
telling
think
me
he
that
goes
they would
somewhere
rather
else.
fucking
Trade.
bank their fucking season in the NFC West on Drew Lock over Baker Mayfield?
No.
Like,
I don't know
that's
what the fuck
just,
they're trying to do.
That's what just makes
the
no
conclusion
sense
for
to me, dude. And like, if not Baker, who? Like, Baker is the guy that everybody says you don't need him to throw more than 15 times a game. Have him turn around and hand fucking powers and dives all day long.
Shouldn't Pete Carroll be coming his pants when you say something
kind
like
of what I'm thinking. That's what I was like. Kind of my last statement right there was like, yes, 150%.
which
dude.
we
Like,
both agree that's asinine, and they should have changed their next
The
5
offense a
years
long time
around
ago.
Russell Wilson as opposed to Pete Carroll. But I mean, that's
boy, oh boy,
right up
does-
Pete Carroll's alley.
Yeah, 150. And boy, does Russ. It's a quick sidebar. Does Russ look good in that that navy and orange? Oh, he's out there balling
Dude,
already.
I
with
cannot
Colt and
wait for
Sutton.
the AFC West, dude. Oh my gosh.
The Broncos are going to be contenders, bro. The Broncos are going to be contenders.
Or they could be the 4th best team in the division, and that they could still win.
and they could still win some shit. Like the AFC West could be what the NFC West was last
Right.
year. Like, bro, dude, like I
stacked.
I think the Broncos found their quarterback. I think the Broncos finally found their quarterback. Like, this is shades.
Oh, yeah.
This has the feelings of shades of Peyton days. Like, he's already in helmet, strapped up, throwing with his wide receivers. Like, this feels like Peyton days is what this feels like.
I still like their running backs too, dude. Javonte Williams.
Fuck yeah, dude. You know how I am on Javonte Williams. I had him as a fucking offensive rookie of the year last year, and he didn't even start half the season. Hell yeah. I love that fucking team. You know I love Jerry Jeudy. You know I love my boy. Come on now. I fucking love that squad. Jerry Jeudy, man, I watched every fucking game I could when Jerry Jeudy was in college, man. I love that. Cortland Sutton, 10. That's been my boy, my flex play for I don't know how long. You need a fucking DFS last second. Holy shit, I only got $8,000. What do I do? Unfortunately, he's probably going to be real fucking expensive this year because he's a fucking dog. And now he's got somebody to throw him the fucking rock. I'm all about it, dude. I'm all about the Broncos. And if they patch a couple of needs defensively, beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful.
Because I know a lot of people are still high on their defense, but they're not bad by any means. I think they're pretty firmly in the middle of the pack. So, yeah, I agree. If they add some stuff, man, they're a scary team. But it's like the Chiefs add Khalil Mack, and they address some of their secondary issues. Like the Chargers directly addressed the issues that they had this past season, and now you get Justin Herbert going into year 3. As high as we were on him last year, how are we not going to be over the moon on him? How are we not going to be over the moon on them this year? It's like
we were talking about offense, and we were just going cool, and we were talking about the Broncos.
I guess I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
And then you had to go to fucking K-Mac, bro. K-Mac. That's a whole.
Left in the tank, dude.
Yeah, he's got a lot of gas left in the tank. He's got a lot of gas left in the tank, and now that he's back in a fucking 3-4.
Even Joey Bosa.
See you later, quarterbacks all over the fucking AFC. Oh, good God.
And they added secondary too, and now
that's what Raiders we try to do with Robert Quinn, except these two guys are young, and Bobby Q's Bobby Q.
Still like good, but
it hurts. It hurts, man.
If they're both healthy, that's as dangerous as a combo of ever.
Yeah,
ever.
100%.
Oh, dude, 100%. The AFC, man, smooth. I think your Bears could make the playoffs, dude. Seriously, and it might be an 8-9 team, and they might make the fucking playoffs in the NFC, dude. The NFC it's looking like looking like a wasteland after the top 2 or 3 teams there.
Yeah, it's not looking good. A lot of the NFC contenders, like because we obviously play the Seahawks once every year, so that'll be like, oh, maybe we can finally get one up on the old Seahawks, and they don't fucking sneak in the back door and beat us by 3. Sure. Like, I mean. Yeah, man, there might be some opportunities.
The NFC West, I guess.
I'm not going to get my hopes up. Them cocksuckers are probably going to be on my second screen TV by the 4th week, knowing whatever the hell's going on. Yeah, I swear, if Eberflus shows up and starts doing the same bullshit that I have seen for the last 10 seasons, which, like, we know that's what's already going to happen because the Bears just target specific motherfuckers. Like, even if they seem like one type of motherfucker, they get in the building and they turn to an entirely different type of motherfucker. So, yeah, if I literally, it's week one. Week 1. Like, dude, I made the promise last year, and I'll make it again this year before we're even in OTAs, for crying out loud. If I see the same nonsense that I've seen year in and year out over the last 10 seasons, they're on the second screen the first game of the season. I'm not even watching preseason. I don't give a damn. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it this year. I'm not being optimistic. I'm just not doing it. I'm being a realist this year. And I was being a realist last year, and people boo-booed me and called me fucking crazy. And I said, boys, you don't even understand how deep my love of Justin Fields run. Like, both as a player, as a human being, and as a young man, I respect the fuck out of that dude. But we are going to break him. And people, shut the fuck up. You're so fucking dumb. Shut the fuck up. Well, it didn't look too good last year, did it? So hopefully we don't have the same fucking bullshit, or else we are going to lose yet another 5-star player. So, before I get, knock on wood, before I get down that whole fucking rabbit hole, I've watched too much Bears football for the last few seasons to know I've seen this shitty ass story. We get all excited. Everybody's all hoopity-doopity-doopity. We getting fucking first round picks again, everybody. We fucking sold the fucking farm, but we're getting first round picks. Yahoo! And then we'll fucking get some fucking stud, some fucking who was not supposed to fucking show up on our team, who was just never in the fucking sights. But oh my gosh, we were at the pro day in the back with a mask on, and nobody even knew it was a fucking member from the Bears organization. And oh my gosh, we picked him up. We spent one of the first rounds, and we broke him. I don't want it. I don't want it, and I don't need it. So I'm starting the year just as I do every other year, unlike you fucking Packers fans, cautiously pessimistic with the hope to flip to optimism.
I think I'll be more cautiously optimistic this year than I've been.
I can
Still
feel
be
that.
optimistic though.
I can feel that. I can feel that. I'm surprised you said that, but I can feel that.
I've already been cautiously optimistic in it because I'm still optimistic. I am, but yeah, I don't know. Zadarius Smith, just lost him. Looked like he was gonna go to the Ravens. I thought it was a done deal, but then that fell through and he went to the Vikings. Stayed in the division. I don't know if you saw that, but
why would Zadarius Smith go to the Vikings?
Who knows?
Jeepers,
interesting.
Jeepers.
That's like a draft. I mean, if he's
wild.
Healthy, he's still got some stuff in the tank. I was not really. I love the guy as a person. I wasn't too sad to see him go though. As far as the actual product is concerned, but I don't know. The Vikings are kind of just ignoring all of their needs essentially, or things that they could upgrade, and kind of just hey-o, get the sirens going. The breaking news that Chiefs are trading Tyreek Hill to the Miami Dolphins for 5 draft picks, the number 29 pick this year, second round, number 50 pick, fourth round, as well as the fourth and sixth rounders in the 2023 draft. Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle in the same freaking offense, my friend. Holy shit. Whoa. Holy shit. Holy shit. Oh my gosh.
I mean, there's a sick part of me that feels like it's not going to matter. That just feels like it's going to be
as far as
classic.
The Chiefs?
No, that it's going to be classic Miami. That it's just, it doesn't fucking matter.
I don't disagree with that at all.
Like Tyreek Hill, I don't know, just like reading this, yeah, dope, cool for Miami, but why would Kansas City do that unless they knew something? Great, all those picks, awesome, they get the first round, I don't know. That just feels like he's going to go down there and have a good season like Waddle did, but not that fucking just, fuck yeah, that's number one. I don't know. There's just something about that doesn't feel right. Because why would they get rid of their number one? They got rid of They got rid of half of the receiving core. Why are the Chiefs doing this? Who are they going to bring in?
I think it's kind of like I said, dude. Nobody, the teams that are it doesn't matter how good these receivers are. Tyreek Hill, Devontae Adams have a chance to be actual Hall of Famers, have their names in the Ring of Honor in those stadiums. But paying a receiver, the market just in general for the top 20 receivers is going out of control, dude. And now you're talking Devontae Adams. If he would have gotten the contract from the Packers, or he got the contract that he did for the Raiders, $28 million, Tyreek's going to ask for more than that, whether you believe he's better than him or not. He gets paid after him. That's how that shit works. He's going to be asking for at least $30 million, dude. And
right.
I think you'd rather, if you're the Chiefs, start to build up a defense a little bit, and because that's been obviously kind of the biggest concern for the most part during the Mahomes era, and the way the money for him is going to start kicking in. Because I've said it a few times, the way his career and the Chiefs have been building their team around reminds me of the early parts of the Rodgers era, where they win the Super Bowl. He has an MVP season, and then he starts to get assloads and assloads of money, and the defense is fucking miserable. That's probably what was about to happen if they did the same thing and actually brought back Tyreek Hill. Their defense is going to be terrible, and I think you probably, at this point, would rather at least shore up your defense a little bit, rely on patching it together and just finding some random-ass fast guys on the outside, because obviously that's kind of worked out, whether it's Hill or anyone, Hardman or Pringle. I think they probably go that route, and that's fucking shocking, but I don't think these teams that you would perceive as smart, I don't think they want to pay these guys more than $20 million, dude.
Yeah, that's for sure, especially when you get a $500 million contract out on your quarterback. So
something
to think about there. Well, shit. We're 37 minutes after the top of the hour. We had some good conversation there on some NFL, some college basketball, but we got to get on about it because I got new workflows and shit that take a lot longer. So I got to get on about it. We got to get on up out of here. I'm trying to keep it close to 11:30, but I could have cut it off right there at 11:30, but we're getting down another good rabbit hole, so never like to cut off good conversation. And always like to save a little bit of time for some motivation minutes, because at the end of the day, we all need a little extra inspiration, a little peace, love, and positivity in our lives, and that's something that nobody in this space seems to do. So I'll take it upon myself and do so for you, my friend. So without further ado, my motivation minutes of the day. So I kind of wanted to just a quick little something for you guys here today, and kind of literally the key to living a successful life. Just wanted to speak on that and really if you do these three things, you will really start to find some type of success in your life. And success, when I'm talking about it in this case, is not what you have or the money that you've gained or the title at your job or whatever, but rather who you become. And again, not who you become as in a job title or something along those lines, who you become in here and who you are, that flame burning inside of you. That's what success is. If you can, going back to yesterday, attain those 5 P's: presence, peace, patience, perseverance, and perspective, that's a successful life to me. Being able to stay in the present moment, enjoy your current gift, not worry about the future, forget about the past, and stay right here, right now, is a success to me. So how do you attain success? How do you live a successful life every single day? It's simple. And I do it every single day, and I'm sorry that I never took the time to share it with you guys. And it's 3 super simple things, and it's 3 things you need to take care of every single day. And you make yourself a promise, and you don't waver from it. You take care of your mind, you take care of your body, and you take care of your soul. 3 things. Number 1, you take care of your mind. How do you take care of your mind? Get out of the fucking toxicity. I'm sorry if that was blunt and it made you want to shut it off, but get the fuck out of it. Anything that you are reading, consuming, digesting is what is going to come into your life. If you don't like the rut that your life is in, if you feel like everything is negative around you, take a look at what you're consuming and what you're involving yourself with. Maybe pick up a devotional. Maybe pick up a book where it's a single page every single day that you got to read. Maybe it's not a devotional. Maybe it's something like that. Maybe it's a book that you start checking out. Take time every single day to learn, to jog your mind, to fill it with love, to fill it with good positive thoughts, to visualize your future, where you want to be. Take care of your mind every single day. Take care of your body. I mean, this is easy. Start number 1 right here, my friends. This is glass number 5 for me. People don't be drinking water. That's number 1. Seriously, just simply drink your damn water. Fix your posture. Shout out my man Tim Cook. Dream big, be big. He's minting his NFT today. Shout out my man. He always says that. Drink your water, fix your posture. It's so true. Think about your body. Think about what you're putting into your body. Are you eating fucking McDonald's Big Macs all fucking day? Or are you eating stuff that is straight out of the ground? Do you have to open a bag in order to consume your food? Or can you just cut up something that you can physically hold in your hand? It's little choices like that that help your body operate at the highest peak volume that it can and find success there. And last, your soul. How do you feed your soul? And you don't have to be a religious person to feed your soul. I obviously am. I've talked about it in the past, and you know, my God loves me for me, and it wouldn't be without him that me and Mags wouldn't be here today. And I might not be the most churchy person or go to mass every Sunday, but I promise you I got a lot stronger relationship than a lot of those people do. And why do I mention that? Because it doesn't take that to have a relationship, to have a spiritual connection, to have a higher power. And your God might be different than my God. Your thoughts might be different than my thoughts. But having a higher power and having a spiritual connection, taking time to meditate, taking time to connect with that spiritual being that you are and not just the thoughts spinning around in the damn ticker all day long, that is what really feeds your soul. That is how you find out who you truly are, and that is how you nurture your soul every single day. So you want to find success in this life, and not monetary fucking success, not physical assets, not relationships, not jobs, not that success. But success of knowing who you are, whose you are, where you were, and where you want to be. That's real success. Knowing that you were one person and now you've become 10 times better than what you are. You reached a new level on that ladder, and because of that, you realized that it required a new version of yourself. That's success to me. So if you want to find success in your life, every single day is possible. Just start taking care of your mind, your body, and your soul. Do one thing a day for those 3 things. Think about it. Be firm in your intent. Do it with passion. Take care of your mind, take care of your body, take care of your soul, and watch the successful vibes just roll in your way, left, right, and center. It's amazing. I apologize again for never sharing it with you guys, but it's so simple. when you start to think about it and that fact and how easy it is to attain success in this life. So, my friends, there you go. There you have it. That does it for Motivation Minutes of the day.
Love it, my man. Solid, fantastic advice, dude. Well, I mean, water every day. I learned that one in college as far as water every day, and I still need reminders as far as that. As far as maybe not drinking, fluids all day, but making sure it's not fucking garbage as opposed to water and that type of shit. And especially since we've been doing podcasting and working from home and sitting down, dude, treating the body right and getting out and at least, if I need a screen break for 10 minutes, going outside for a 10-minute walk or something or a run or something like that, dude. I can't tell you how much better my body feels compared to when I don't do anything at all, obviously working all day, but don't get up and move around at all, dude. I feel miserable if I do that, dude.
Yeah, it's so easy to be in these spots to just like, oh, we get done with the podcast, bang, all right, I'm in the next thing, and I'm just like, I'm already at my desk. All right, we're in the next thing. We're doing this. We're doing that. Like, I literally make it a point now. Get the fuck up from the desk. Let the shit download for a minute. Reset your body. Reset your shit. Get a fresh cup of water. Get your shit together. Then get on to the work. Right. I promise that 5 minutes you took to make sure that your body and your mental health was straight is going to pay dividends than rather you just staying locked into that fucking screen. So that's what I've learned.
100%, dude. And then I do it to myself, and it's like, why the fuck is my back feel fucked up? And it's like, like you said, as far as either posture or even when I have good posture and then I don't do anything at all as far as exercise, dude, that too. And then people is, why do my stomach hurts? You've been drinking Dr. Pepper every for 12 straight hours for the last 7 days, dude. So, not that we're doctors or anything. And obviously this is your motivation minutes, but I love the advice, dude.
Hey, not that I'm a doctor. I just know that I don't feel like shit, dude. And I used to feel like shit. And, like, it's funny when you just apply a few little things and you realize, like, how like shit you used to feel. And, like, you just thought that was normal, but it's not really normal. And eating Big Macs and feeling like a big load of fat shit is not fucking normal. Or whatever you like. If your Big Macs ain't your thing, if it's fucking Whoppers or if it's fucking, I don't know, Carl's Jr. or Hardee's. Fuck them all. Whatever you want to do. I'm not saying that stuff's bad. You can cheat from time to time, but... Be good to your body, man. You only got one of them. Be good to it. But outside of that, my motivation minutes of the day. Okie doke, artichokes. We got to get on up and get on out. So, officially, ladies and gentlemen, degenerates and gamblers, far and wide, for myself and Mags. Thank you so much for stopping by episode number 248 of the TTL Pod, and every episode and piece of content you decide to stop by for that matter. For all your likes, your views, your shares, your comments, your retweets, your subscriptions, everything in between that you guys do for us, we see it. And for us, when you do it for us, is that the key word in that sentence. The fact that you do is more than we could ever ask for. We appreciate you guys so much from the bottom of our hearts for the time that you take to share with us, and it is more than we could ever ask. So we'll keep pumping out content. We'll keep showing up. We'll keep aiming the fucking rocket ship to the moon, and maybe one of these here days we'll hit the fucking ignition, and you'll say, hey, I remember those guys, and we'll stick true to our roots and remember all of you guys too, because we ain't no fake-ass blue-check bitches. That's what I'll say, but hey, maybe that's just me. Mags has his own opinion. Either way, you know me, I'll never change. I appreciate each and every one of you for allowing me to be myself and spread peace, love, and positivity every day, and same for Mags. I know I can speak for him in that vein as well. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. We hope you have a spectacular rest of your Wednesday, unless you have any other plans. Make sure if you missed any of them, you go back, you get all of today's best bets of the day coming from the TTL crew or on one of our tracking platforms. Find it talkingtheline.com/today's-best-bets so you can say with us at the end of every single piece of content we do. Let's cash some tickets.